The Israeli
high alert on the Israeli-Lebanese border.
We know 34 rockets fired into northern Israel,
where Israeli forces have killed 3 Palestinians.
This episode comes after Israeli forces stormed the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
لو حاول أن يمس بالمسجد الأقصى مرة أخرى.
در این حرکت مقصد نیروهای مسلح ما مرکز رژیم صهیونیستی خواهد بود.
But the Palestinian people's right to self-determination must also be recognized.
The country of Israel has been frequently in the news due to clashes between Israelis and Palestinians. This ongoing conflict has led to criticism of the Israeli state and its perceived aggressive mindset. In this video, we aim to explore the reasons behind the Israeli mindset and their view of the world. First, it is crucial to understand who Jews are. Jews are individuals who adhere to Judaism, a monotheistic religion with a rich history and diverse cultural traditions. Judaism is not only a religious belief system but also encompasses aspects of ethnic and cultural identity. Jews share a common heritage and ancestry, tracing their roots back to the ancient Israelites. The Israelites were organized into 12 tribes, believed to be the descendants of Jacob, also known as Israel. These tribes had their own distinct identities and territories in the land of Canaan, which is referred to as the Promised Land in Jewish tradition. Present-day Israel and Palestine encompass the region that was historically known as Canaan. In the 10th century BCE, the Kingdom of Judea was established and was ruled by Jewish kings, including notable figures like David and Solomon until 63 BC. In 63 BCE, the Roman general Pompey captured Jerusalem, leading to Roman rule in the region. At times, tensions arose between Jews and idol worshippers due to differing religious views, resulting in clashes. In 70 CE, the Romans under Titus Flavius responded to Jewish revolts by destroying the Second Temple in Jerusalem, a symbol of Jewish identity and worship. The destruction of the Second Temple marked a turning point for Jews, as it led to the dispersal of Jewish communities across various regions. This event, known as the Jewish diaspora, resulted in Jews migrating to different parts of the Roman Empire and beyond, contributing to the development of diverse Jewish communities. During the Crusades, Christian armies from Europe embarked on military campaigns to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. Jewish communities in both Europe and the Holy Land were caught in the crossfire, facing persecution, violence, and forced conversions. Massacres of Jewish communities occurred during various crusades, leading to significant loss of life and suffering. Moreover, the relationship between the Catholic Church and Jews has been complex and varied throughout history. In the past, the Catholic Church held negative views of Jews, often based on religious differences and theological disputes. Certain teachings labeled Jews as Christ killers and propagated stereotypes that led to discrimination and persecution. Spanish Inquisition in late 15th century. In 1492, under the Alhambra Decree, Jews in Spain faced a harsh choice: convert to Christianity or leave the country. Many Jews who converted under duress, known as conversos, continued to face suspicion, discrimination, and scrutiny from the Spanish crown. Eastern Europe and Russia. Pogroms. Jewish communities in Eastern Europe endured frequent pogroms, violent attacks targeting Jews and incited by anti-Semitic sentiments. These attacks led to widespread destruction, looting, rape, and murder, causing immense suffering and displacement. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the Russian Empire established the Pale of Settlement, a restricted region where Jews were confined and subjected to discriminatory laws. These laws limited their opportunities, rights, and mobility, creating a segregated existence for Jewish communities. Before the French Revolution, Jews in France faced significant discrimination and restrictions. They were often confined to segregated neighborhoods called ghettos and were subject to discriminatory laws, such as wearing distinctive clothing or badges to identify themselves as Jews. They were excluded from certain professions and frequently targeted by anti-Semitic violence. After the French Revolution of 1789 marked a turning point for Jews in France. The revolutionary ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity led to the emancipation of Jews. In 1791, the National Assembly granted Jews full citizenship rights, recognizing them as equal citizens before the law. In the post-revolutionary period, Jews actively participated in French society, seeking integration and assimilation. Many Jews embraced French language, culture, and education, and some even converted to Christianity to further their integration. Napoleon Bonaparte's rise to power further solidified the legal equality of Jews in France. In 1806, he convened the Assembly of Jewish Notables and introduced the Napoleon's Decree, which granted Jews expanded rights and protections. Despite legal equality, anti-Semitism persisted in French society. Jews faced social prejudice, stereotypes, and occasional outbreaks of violence. Some individuals and groups propagated anti-Semitic sentiments, often blaming Jews for economic and political problems. Franco-Prussian War of 1870 to 1871. Following France's defeat in the war, Jews became scapegoats for the country's perceived weaknesses. They were blamed for economic struggles and accused of being disloyal. Anti-Semitic legislation, such as the Crémieux Decree of 1870, was repealed, resulting in the loss of French citizenship for many Jews. Discriminatory laws restricted their access to certain professions and limited their social and political rights. In 1894, the infamous Dreyfus Affair exposed deep-seated anti-Semitism in France. Alfred Dreyfus, a Jewish military officer, was wrongfully accused of treason. The case revealed divisions in French society and ignited a national debate about anti-Semitism and justice. Theodor Herzl and the Zionist movement. Against the backdrop of rising anti-Semitism in France and other parts of Europe, Theodor Herzl, an Austro-Hungarian journalist and playwright, became a prominent figure in the Zionist movement. In 1896, Herzl published his influential book, Der Judenstaat, the Jewish State, advocating for the creation of a Jewish homeland as a solution to anti-Semitism. In 1897, he convened the First Zionist Congress in Basel, Switzerland, bringing together Jews from various countries to discuss the establishment of a Jewish homeland. Herzl engaged in diplomatic efforts, meeting with world leaders and advocating for international support for a Jewish homeland. He believed that gaining the backing of powerful nations was crucial for the success of the Zionist cause. Stereotypes on Jews. Jews were blamed for being both capitalist and communist by respective propagandists due to deep-hearted anti-Semitic stereotypes and conspiracy theories. Throughout history, Jews have been subject to various stereotypes, including those related to their economic activities. These stereotypes often falsely portray Jews as controlling financial systems or being involved in both capitalism and communism simultaneously. These conspiracy theories have been used to perpetuate anti-Semitic sentiment and scapegoat Jews for societal and economic problems. Final solution to Jewish question of Nazi Germany. During World War II, Nazi Germany implemented a systematic genocide known as the Holocaust. Approximately 6 million Jews were systematically murdered in extermination camps, concentration camps, and through other forms of mass killings. The Holocaust stands as one of the darkest chapters in human history, inflicting immense suffering and loss on Jewish communities. After seeing immense suffering and horror, the founding fathers of Israel laid the founding stone to Herzl's idea of the Jewish homeland in form of State of Israel. But since its establishment, Israel has faced numerous challenges and conflicts with its neighboring Arab nations, as Arabs believe that Israelis have stolen their land and kicked out indigenous Palestinians in millions from their homes since 1948. Due to Israel-Palestine conflict, Israel has fought wars with its neighbors in 1948, 1956, 1967 and 1973, which has increased hostility between Muslims and Jews. In recent decades, the Catholic Church, which inflicted many atrocities on Jews, has undergone reforms, condemned anti-Semitism, and sought reconciliation with Jewish communities through interfaith dialogue. Same feelings should be ignited between Jews and Muslims in order to create a stable, peaceful and progressive Middle East.